Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the science fiction film, The Titan. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. Professor Martin Collingwood is leading the effort among scientists to look to Saturn's moon Titan as a potential new home for humanity in the year 2048, when Earth is overpopulated and plagued by violent conflicts. U.S. Air Force fighter pilot Rick Jansen agrees to take part in an experiment involving 14 test subjects that forces human bodies to acclimate to Titan's ultra-low oxygen atmosphere and super-cold methane liquids. At the Titan I research facility, he is joined by his wife Abigail, a medical researcher, and their son Lucas. The preliminary findings are encouraging. Rick gains the ability to swim incredibly fast and submerge himself for 42 minutes. As Rick and the others adjust to increasingly Titan-like circumstances, his training gets more rigorous. One of the team members begins to have convulsions and passes away, and Rick notices that some of his hair is thinning. All the test patients' blood veins are darkening, and Abigail sees this. When fellow volunteer Zane experiences a mental collapse, he attacks Ryan, who is his wife. At the bottom of their swimming pool, where a lot of his skin gets shed, Rick takes a break. As Abigail's worry builds, she starts performing tests on a sample of his blood and discovers that it is really getting darker. Rick had ocular surgery to adjust to Titan's dim lighting. Abigail questions Collingwood about Rick's adjustments when he later experiences difficulties, but he says nothing. Ryan is instantaneously killed as Zane has another manic breakdown and tosses her through a window. Police from the military shoot him, killing him. Abigail steals Rick's key card while visiting him at the hospital, then enters Collingwood's office undetected. She comes across stories of the several dead test participants' autopsy, in which it was found that their DNA had been mixed with animal DNA in an effort to produce the next human species, Homo titanians. Collingwood is reprimanded for conducting forced evolutionary experiments without adequate support or moral justifications during a meeting with NASA, and his operation is threatened with closure. He is questioned by Abigail on the same matter, and he acknowledges to her and Rick that he doesn't genuinely know what the final forms of the survivor subjects will be. Rick consents to significant surgery so that he can get used to his new senses and be fully prepared for Titan. He completes his training and finishes becoming a Homo titanians, together with Tally, the only other test subject still alive. When the drastically altered Rick loses his capacity to speak and begins speaking inaudibly to normal human hearing at a low frequency, Abigail is appalled. After killing her husband, Tally goes to see Rick at his house. Tally and Rick are surrounded by military police as Abigail and Lucas hide. Before being slain, Tally murders a police officer, and Rick then mercilessly murders a large number of others. Rick runs away when Abigail and Lucas confront him after learning who he has turned into. The soldiers look for Rick, but Abigail locates him on a hill where they frequently jog. They are detained when the military shows up. Rick is in critical condition when Abigail awakens because of his newly developed incompatibility with the atmosphere of Earth. He must be administered a chemical mixture by Abigail that erases all of his memories in a manner akin to a lobotomy. She really administers a saline solution to make him harmless, allowing him to flee. As Abigail and Lucas flee with Dr. Freya Upton, a Collingwood assistant who disagrees with his techniques, Rick starts shooting troops. Rick is given first aid when the group discovers him badly hurt. Despite Collingwood's arrival, his soldiers defy a command to shoot at Rick, Abigail, Lucas, and Dr. Freya. The colonel, who has publicly opposed Collingwood's research, promptly detains Collingwood for his treason. At the Titan II facility, Abigail and Dr. Freya start working as researchers and employ more moral practices than Collingwood did. Rick is pictured flying alone over a methane lake as he explores Titan. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.